I knew a girl who was a Visco girl. Like she was like, and I opened it for like she was like, that's just like who I am. And I was like, that's you didn't do it
No, it's
before the
not.
video. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bimbo Book Club.
That's Bertrude, and I'm Jade.
And we have another exciting adventure for you today. It's
Very.
fucking Friday, bitches.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. And also, it's Friday when you're watching this. Hopefully, if you watch it on
Hopefully,
release day,
you
you're a
watch it on
real
release
fan.
day, or if you wait a week and be fashionably late,
Yeah. But
whatever
hopefully,
it
it's not like
is.
a Monday or something when you're
Yeah,
watching
that'd be
this.
lame.
Yeah.
Speaking of days of the week, what have you been up to this one?
Woof. Once again, not really anything, just working my little ass off. I'm kind of in like a grind period
Absolutely.
that will pay off in the long run, but right now it's like kind of constant, but it's all good. I'm doing what I want to do. It's just a lot.
And that's okay.
And that is okay. And, for all the times I said maybe I'm not built for the grind, unfortunately, I am built for the grind and I need to be grinding. So that's where I'm at. How about you?
Same, girl. I've been in grind mode as well.
Yeah.
You and I, we can lock in and we can grind when it's like something we care about. If you ask us to like,
Yes.
you can't make me care about something. I can understand something's important and I can do the work associated with it, but like we're not going to lock in unless we care about something.
Yep. Yep.
And I have been forced to lock in on things I don't care about. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
vibes. But
Vibes.
other than that, I don't think I've done anything. I really have had a boring week. This is like the highlight of my week every time. This is like my social
Sometimes
enrichment.
sometimes boring is like good. Sometimes
Oh
boring
my
is
God.
perfect
Yes.
and sexy and wonderful.
I think of all the chaotic times in my life and I'm like, I need to enjoy
Mm.
the boredom. Well, I'm doing stuff about it, but enjoying the
I
boredom too.
I did have one thought today that like kind of fueled me through my whole day. I'm not gonna lie. It was I thought about someone from our past, and I might cut this. Who knows?
Who knows? Don't tell me who it is until the end.
Okay, so I had a like vivid memory of this particular person, and it honestly brought a smile to my face because of their political takes now. But
We're down to two. We are down to two possible people.
but I thought about the moment in which I almost concussed them. It was so funny. I actually almost sent this person to the hospital. Didn't mean to, but wish I
No,
had meant to.
it's okay. Next time we almost send him to the hospital, we're going to mean to.
Exactly. I don't know. I thought about that while I was blow drying my hair today, and I literally like locked in on myself in the mirror, and I went.
Her.
For those of you listening, I did the.
Mm.
Well, that didn't really explain it. I just kind of did it again. I feel like you guys know the look I'm giving myself in the mirror. Just like the you did that,
You
queen,
did it. And I know that's right. It's the face
and I
she's
know
making.
that's right. And queen, I know that's
I
right.
know that's bring me my girl. What did you?
Bring back my girls. It's RuPaul. You wouldn't get it.
I would not get it. I made it through 3 episodes of All Stars before I was like, this is not for me, but at least now I'm confident this is not for me.
Okay,
I
that's fair.
I'm gonna check out Dragula. Granted, we did back rolls forever ago and I still haven't checked it out, but put it on like a normal fucking streaming service and I
You
will.
should. We
Yeah.
should because I haven't watched it either, but I think I would actually really
Ooh.
enjoy it because it's more gritty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe we should book club it. So I'm gonna bookmark that in my little brain.
We should. You should save that for October. So anyway, for anyone who can't see, I did a little gay boy smile, excited, teeth clenched, white mom. I probably, if I was there, I would have high fived you and held onto your hands.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, speaking of days that aren't right now, what are we talking about today, girl? You already said.
we're talking about the pop culture moment, the queer culture awakening we didn't know that was.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Friday by Rebecca Black.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Girl, how do you start with Friday by Rebecca Black? Like,
Well, personally, I think we should start with a moment of silence.
I agree.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Rebecca Black. She's not dead. She just
Oh
came
my
out.
God. Like Friday changed the game for so many of us. I'm assuming same for you. It was really, really pop culture. Like I
Yes.
think like if I were to think about the moment that I felt the most connected to everyone everywhere all at once, all around the world, I think it was when this music video came out.
I I agree. I think God, I think there's a few other moments where you and I have texted each other and been like, "Are you on Twitter right now?" or whatever. But
Yeah.
like being there for Friday by Rebecca Black, like I remade the music video with my friends. I on my flip video camera, I
Oh,
remade.
bitch.
There were three of us, by the way, so it's not like it's like incredible. It's also we're like 11, but I
Oh,
remade
this
it.
is amazing.
I am in like a little kid's cop car and my friend is just running behind me trying to act like she's doing the dance. And I have a lightsaber also. I don't need a
Oh,
lightsaber, but I
God.
have one.
That's art.
That's art. But I you made dumb videos with your friends growing
Oh,
up, I'm sure.
absolutely. All
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time. All the time.
I also I think this was like my first YouTube moment may have been
Mm,
Friday. Because again, I didn't know what
yeah.
YouTube was until I was good and well like 9, I think. Like I
Mm,
was pretty I was past the age most kids knew what YouTube was. I was brought up at a lacrosse tournament. I don't know why I remember that. Why was I playing lacrosse? But I remember very quickly after that getting into like Friday and being so overwhelmed by it because I hadn't like witnessed online culture before
yeah.
and being like, I thought like this is a real person. Like that, like, whatever, trying to like connect
Yes.
them to like
Okay. Yeah.
reality. I remember being like, they're saying this to a real person. Like, this is a 13-year-old. By the way, she was
Hmm.
13.
Yeah. She was 13. It was so sad. And like, I think that's what was awful about it is because at the time it was like the middle schoolers, we were having so much fun laughing at it, but like also we weren't being cruel or vicious about it. We were just
No.
like, the song's so dumb. I love it.
Yes.
And then the fucking like millennials who were older were absolutely roasting the shit out of her, like the older millennials, the elder
Millennials
millennials, if
ruin
you
the party
will.
again.
Once again,
Don't say elder millennial like you did just toss a Molotov cocktail into the fucking conversation. Elder millennial.
the elder millennial. Us being elder Gen Z. One day people are going to be making a podcast episode just like this one, and they're going to be like, the fucking elder Gen Zs.
What would they do that about? What would they be like they were too tough on that person for?
Oh, God.
I don't even want to think about it. Probably
I
like
don't
2020
either.
POV TikToks.
Yeah,
You
sure.
deserved it.
I
I'll stand
don't.
by that. I'm going to be 40 and people are going to be like, you suck. And I'm going to be like, 2020 TikTok sucked and my daughter can't marry a robot. Like, I'm going to
Yeah,
stand by both those things.
yeah,
I'm not growing. Off that note, I have some background. So I feel like we're all like peripherally aware of like how the Friday music video initially came to be. But I did some research and also like I didn't give us a ton of viewing for this just because I feel like as gay people since 2020, we've had enough Rebecca Black content. And in any
yeah.
Rebecca Black content, you're going to talk about Friday. Like, poor girl can't escape it. It's been almost 15 years, and she
Mm-hmm.
still gets asked about Friday in every fucking interview.
Yeah.
So, our viewing for this is really just like the music video and then the remix music video drop for the 10-year anniversary. But it started, I think, the way that we all kind of expected it to, which is her friend, I think, someone she knew had a music video made. This was just like a company that was like,
Yeah.
bring your kid, we'll film a music video, you'll be good. Now, I will say, according to an article that I read a few articles in preparation for this. It was really hard. I needed help with the big words. Her her mom paid $4,000 for this to get made.
Oh, God.
Right? I,
Now that's what we need to be doing the moment of silence for. That money.
that's rest
God
in
love
peace
her.
that money. It didn't come
Rest
out.
in
It just
peace.
got wasted.
Well, actually, no. Actually, not RAP that money. Do you know how many views that fucking video has?
1.7 mil is what it racked up in like its first month. So I can't imagine what it's at
Yeah.
now. And this is a
So,
re-upload. We'll get into the drama. This is not the original
yeah.
Friday music video.
Right.
Um I will say, it sounds like she had some great opportunities available to her based on where her family was standing. I'm not going to judge. I would, if I had, my parents had $4,000 to throw away on me making a music video,
Hell yeah, I
I would
would.
be pressuring the hell out of them to let me make a music video. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
But it all got made by ARK Music Factory. Spoiler alert, they kind of fucking suck.
Mhm.
But also to be fair, I don't think they were prepared to handle this level of like engagement. No
No,
one
I'm
was. It was
sure it was
2011.
just meant to be like fun little like, oh, okay, we did your music video, cool.
Yes, I almost feel like it was like a YouTube is how we're going to get the video to you. Like you are going to get a link so you can watch this music
Yeah.
video you made. Like I don't really like, and then it's at least out there and they can be like, oh, someone could see my music video. But I
Yeah.
can't imagine these are ever made with the intention of like a lot of people seeing them or taking off. I mean, Friday was a
Yeah.
pre-written song. She like selected it from like a couple of tracks that she was given and then they made the music video. So I don't,
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't like she was involved in the writing. It was like she came in, they had a list and they were like, pick one. It said one of them was too adult. I don't know what that means. And then another one was Friday and she picked Friday.
Okay,
So
fears. Okay, fears.
we got Friday, we got the music video. Well, I think I want to get into the specifics of the music video, but like for
Hmm.
lore, this music video was posted in like February 2011. It sat there for like a month with just like 1,000 views. It didn't really take off until I'm assuming someone on Reddit or some shit found it. And within like the first, I mean, 6 months later, it was taken down because of a legal battle. But like within that first 6 months, it received 3.2 million dislikes.
Ooh, woof.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I would
Oh, woof.
3.2 million people don't like you.
Mm-mm.
I found out like
Mm-mm.
four people didn't like me at 13. And I mean, I was recording my 13 tapes.
I know you were.
You are 13 years old, and
Yeah.
3.2 million people have been like, I don't like you.
That actually makes me so sad.
She handled it like a champ.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, I don't, how much of her like afterwards clout are you familiar with?
Like immediately after the music
Yeah.
video?
Like, I would say she came back on our radars in like 2020. So, like,
Right.
pre 2020, kind of what awareness did you have on her? Because I thought she just kind of faded out.
I did too. I don't think before she kind of came onto the gay scene
Mm-hmm.
and joined sort of the LA lesbian mafia. um, I don't think I really kept tabs on her. I don't think I really knew what was going on with her.
No.
What was she doing?
So, she was in Katy Perry's Last Friday Night
Okay, yes.
music
Okay,
video.
yes. I do remember that. Yeah.
They did Friday on Glee. And then she was in a English dub of a movie called Kung Fu Rabbit.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
She also did like some Funny or Die stuff. Like she did a lot in there. And I think,
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I
okay,
remember the Funny or Die stuff.
I don't get any of that because, again, incredibly sheltered. I did not know that any of that happened. I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was like Friday and done. But
Mm-hmm.
she made the round. She did a Funny or Die like series of skits called, I think it was called like Friday or Die, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in Katy Perry's Last Friday Night music video before she went crazy and went to space.
Right,
I imagine
right.
that was
This
very
was.
rewarding at the time.
Mhm.
It's Rebecca's world, and you're lucky.
Yeah, it's a woman's world.
Fucking hate that song. Put her back in space and keep her
So
there.
bad.
Um,
Quick question,
please,
if you don't mind.
please.
Just thinking back on the last Friday night music video, which
Yes.
that might be book club material in the future.
Absolutely.
Um, I get that she's in the music video because of the Friday correlation. That's not
Yes.
lost on me. But how old was she? Like
It was this like the same
14,
year.
15?
Yeah, like early teens, if not still a tween. No, early teens because it came out at 13. I got her birth
Okay.
year mixed up.
Okay. I don't know.
Early
That's just like
teens.
kind of weird for her to be in that music video at 13 or 14.
Well, oh yeah.
That music video was kind of like I remember it being kind of scandalous. Like I had to sneak
Yeah.
and watch it. I had to sneak and listen to the song. I don't want to make anything into something it's not, but I'm just saying
No,
that
I just think they
I
weren't
just had that
considering that shit
realization.
in
No,
2013. Like
just
I think at that point they were just like, oh, just put her in there. It's
oh
funny.
Friday, Friday,
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday, put her
She
in there.
can't drink, but Friday.
Friday. Yeah. I don't know. That
Okay, cool.
that had an icky feeling to me. Them doing it on Glee, I don't think has an well, it has an icky feeling to me, but no more than when they normally do stuff on Glee. Um, but could you imagine at 13 you film a music video for your friends, your family, it blows up, and then Glee does the song? Could you
No,
imagine?
actually, no,
Could
I
you?
actually can't. If Glee did some of the songs that I know she didn't write it, but if Glee
Yeah,
did some of the songs that I wrote at 13, first of all, I would have been institutionalized. That's going to be number one. Number two is going to be I probably would have been I don't know, killed, burned at the stake. Like,
found by an angry mob.
so yeah, I no, no, no. I think yeah, no. I'm not even I
If they did your song on Glee, it would have been yeah, no, yeah, yeah, no.
yeah, yeah, no, no. Actually, yeah, no, no, nope, nope.
Please, please.
My songs are horrible. I one day I will find them and do a dramatic reading to you
Oh
guys,
my god, I was thinking that.
but that day's not today.
Did you have a name? I had a band in elementary school.
Yes, I did. I also had a band. We were called Sleepover because it was formed at a sleepover.
We were called Magic Tire Swing Kids because it was formed on a tire.
Imagine that.
Everybody's so creative.
Everybody's so creative.
Oh my god, I still verbatim remember one of the songs we wrote because it spawned a film franchise. So, Rebecca Black wrote her success, and I wrote the success of Turtle Star.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, goddamn. Okay. She just at 13 years old is hit with like this incredible amount of success, incredible
yeah,
amount of like, I guess not success, but like clout, fame,
yeah. I think clout would be a
yeah,
better
clout, attention.
attention.
Yeah. But did you get the chance to watch the video that I sent you after both of the music videos today?
Yes, I did. I actually did. Yes, I did watch the trailer for that. And I'm going to say at first, I just assumed it was a Kung Fu Panda sequel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched it and I still thought the same thing.
It's so close. It is a Chinese ripoff of Kung Fu Panda called
Uh-huh.
Kung Fu Rabbit.
Right.
Um, Rebecca Black starred as like one of the, she's not really in the trailer, but she starred as what I understand to be one of the lead characters in the
Yeah.
English dub of this movie that like it didn't do well, but it was bought distributed by Lionsgate. Like it was put out. It is Kung Fu Rabbit. It is about a guy who inherits kung fu powers, even though he is not worthy. He loves food. He's a rabbit, not a panda. And then he learns karate from someone named Master Shifu. By the way, that's the name of both of them in the movies.
Yeah. No, I mean it's literally Kung Fu Panda. I'm glad that it actually was because I was like, wait, am I just misremembering what Kung Fu Panda is about, or is this literally like
No,
almost word for word exactly Kung Fu Panda?
it's a full ripoff. I've definitely seen it pop up in like like Samson, that badly animated like Bible type lion movie.
Yeah.
Like people who cover movies like that or like just bad ripoffs, Tappy Toes or whatever
Mm.
shit like that. I've definitely seen it come up. No one told me that Rebecca Black was in it, but
No,
Rebecca Black
that's
is in it.
wild. That's
Um,
wild. She's like third build too.
she's third build, and I think she is like, if she's not the love interest, she's the hottest animal in the movie.
It's so weird. We're also weird about teenagers when they become famous. Like not
Right?
much anymore, but 2011 to 2015 was a crazy time. Like,
I think it was like fame equals adult. Like if you're old enough to be
yes,
famous, you're old enough to like be treated like an adult, which is fucking
absolutely.
crazy.
That is so fucked up.
We don't need to go into any of that shit, but like I could not imagine and having that much public perception is oh, I don't I get
13.
overstimulated trying to manage that in a maladaptive daydream.
13 is when, like, think about it. That is when the acne, the self esteem issues, the embarrassment, you literally want to crawl out of your skin. You literally feel awful 24/7. Puberty is hitting you like a ton of fucking bricks.
Yeah.
People are mean, kids are mean, adults treat you like shit because you're not an adult yet, but you're not a little kid. kids your
You're a
own age treat you
babysitter.
like shit.
Yeah.
You're a babysitter. If you're a sibling, you're especially a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is one of the worst ages you could possibly be, period. Add on a layer of everyone in the world is making fun of you.
I'm out.
And now I actually am starting to feel bad for Millie Bobby Brown.
Not during Pride Month. No, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. She wasn't friends with Drake and made it out unscathed, but she,
Right. Like, this shit is weird.
it's all so weird and so gross. And imagine, like, especially you're not, you weren't trying to get into that. You just kind of stumbled into it. So you have
Yeah.
none of that content. You didn't learn really anything else about it
Yeah.
before age 13. And now you're dropped in the middle of it.
Dropped in the middle.
Game over.
Oh.
Game over. She wrote that for a while though. Like she was always from Friday to like again to today, but like specifically to 2020 when she came back on a lot of our radars. She was releasing music. She had a YouTube channel. She was doing covers. She did a cover or she did an original song called Saturday, which I think was like kind of making fun of Friday. I've actually never seen it, but
I remember that. I cannot recall anything about it, but as soon as you said that I remembered something about that.
yeah, I don't know anything else about it. I mean, I get it. You want to release
Yeah.
a sequel always, but it after the initial success, like pretty quickly after 6 months after ish, what is it called? Arc decided to start paywalling the video. I also forgot this happened, but I
Wait,
remember it now.
what?
They tried to charge $2.99 a view on the Friday music video.
Why? Because they were like
Be-
jealous of her success or something?
yes, because I imagine it is like some guy who never found a woman to love him, so he can't have a child that he can like force into being a child star. So
Mm-hmm.
instead, he just like makes shitty music videos for people wanting to be child stars.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly, one of your videos has all of this engagement, all of this interaction. Again, I'm no wonderful, grand, great person, but I understand you would want to capitalize on that and you would want to
Yeah.
hold on to it because you're doing this with the expectation of like, oh, family and friends are watching this. And
Yeah.
then the
Yeah.
world starts watching, the world starts acting. Rebecca Black went on, I think, Jay Leno, one of those like big white guy talk shows. And like your song did that.
Yeah.
I would want to capitalize that on that as much as possible. They also released a ringtone. They were doing everything with it. And it seems like kind of just leaving Rebecca Black out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a tricky area because
I do too, because
she performed, she was the face, but they wrote it.
they wrote it and they created it. I think because I think that's where it does get a little tricky is like I think for these purposes that they are creating these music videos, this is their intellectual property, if you even want to
Right.
call it that. That
It's
is
their property. I hesitate
right.
to
It's their
put
property.
intellectual in front of it.
And I just don't think they expected it to blow up. Now, did it blow up because of her or because of the music video itself? Who's to say?
Right.
But I kind of understand being like,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't really do anything. She just paid us money.
Right. Like she
We
purchased.
made this.
Yeah. I don't know legally how it would get into it because then, like, also the
Yeah.
money was exchanged for this and
Right. But that's
stuff.
the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, because I do, like, I edit things for people for
Mm-hmm.
a living. And a lot of times the exchange is you pay me money and now this is yours.
Right.
Like sometimes it'll be like very clearly like this is your thing that you edited, but sometimes it's like if the
Mm-hmm.
price is high enough, I will give you the project file and this is now yours. Like
Right.
my name's not on it.
Absolutely. And you are not doing this with the intention of so many people seeing it, right? Like
Yeah.
it's going out for specific use. It's going out for
Right.
whatever. It's really it's a weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
Legally I'm like vaguely interested in it. That's not the road we're going down. But
No.
it is that was really interesting to me. But
Yeah, that is interesting.
regardless of the debacle of the girls fighting, the video wound up being taken down and it was re-uploaded to Rebecca Black's YouTube. There's no saying like Rebecca Black won or they settled or anything like
Yeah.
that. But if it's going up on her YouTube channel, it's safe to say she won.
It's so funny because I'm like, Yeah, that's a $4,000 budget music video.
Oh my God. The music video in and of itself is so much worse than I remember.
It is. It is. And it's like, I get it. That's
Yep.
$4,000 music video. That's why
Mm-hmm.
things are so expensive. That is like why people pay a shit ton of money to make things. Um, it was, created by probably someone local in her hometown, and that
Yeah.
it looks like
I
that,
mean,
and
she
that's
grew up in
fine. I
Irvine,
mean,
so there's a chance they just drove up to LA, had some of the stuff,
oh yeah, okay, okay, yeah.
existing.
I
She was
was
an
gonna
Irvine
ask.
theater kid. She
I
was
was
a
gonna
theater kid in
ask.
Irvine who paid $4,000 for a music video. So,
Shit. Okay, wow. Okay, that changes things a little because I was gonna ask if you knew the place in which this was made.
mhm.
Okay, but regardless, I think yes, still that is a $4,000 music video. Um, yeah, it's pretty gnarly, I would say. But it was also 2011, so I'm trying to think. I was not I didn't have any sort of taste or style in 2011. So
God,
I was not
no.
critiquing the style of the music video, but I think just like the outlandish nature of it is just so wild to watch.
Mhm.
It was wild then, it's wild now.
My hand is a dolphin. Do you
Like
remember that video where the guy like did the
no,
voice over it? Like it was like, I don't know. He probably said some really fucked up shit, but I just
probably.
remember like there's a scene where the girl's going like this. She's like waving her hand out the car window, like with the ocean, or the waves that you do. And the voice in the
Yes.
background just goes, "My hand is a dolphin."
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah. 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 Oh my God. I know I had no taste in 2011. But I think we were all correct in our assumption that like this is bad.
Yes. I think we could have been more correct in our assumption because like the green
Oh yeah.
screen is terrible. Like it's so clear that when she like does something music video-y, it is someone behind the camera telling her. Like it's clear she's kind of uncomfortable. Again, she's 13 doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
She's like walking, she's like smiling, like just kind of
Mm-hmm.
walking. And then like every so often she'll like do like the hand to the head or something,
Oh
like
God, love
rock with the
her.
hand with the
Yeah.
head. And it's
Yeah.
so clear that it's just like someone behind the camera was like, do this like the rock stars do or
Yeah.
whatever. It's very uncomfy. And I don't have confirmation of this. Do you know those were her actual friends, I think.
I don't know, but that would
Okay.
make sense because I
No
mean,
one I've known
realistically,
before.
you're not going to hire extras if you only have a $4,000 budget. So it's
No.
like, hey, you want to be in my music video?
Right? Like, oh, fun thing for our friends to do. Let's go make a music video
Yeah.
together. Although, I mean, I've been on like Actors Access or what is it? Casting the
Backstage.
yeah, like the casting stuff. There's some crazy shit out there. And
There is
I've
some
seen people
crazy
go for
shit.
crazy shit. I've done some when I was trying to do like acting in LA, I did some crazy shit for free.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm possibility, but I just think it's too much work for
Mm-hmm.
$4,000. I don't think they're trying to blow anyone out of the water.
Yeah.
She in this music video, she's performing in her kitchen. She's
Mm-hmm.
performing at the bus stop. She's performing in the back of a car. She is performing next to a car.
Mm-hmm.
And she is also performing standing on a stage in front of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. So, like,
That's
we're
about it.
not
Yeah. We're not
going
working with
anywhere with it.
much. We're not
And we
working with much.
rarely see more than like four people in a shot,
Yeah.
even when she's at a party.
I just have to mention this. I feel like as a fellow girl who looked about 25 when I was 13, my heart goes fucking out. My
Never
heart
would have
goes
guessed she was 13.
fucking out
Mm-hmm.
because let me tell you, there is something so uniquely traumatizing about that. Like, not only did I have like older men sort of being weird to me all the time, but like I don't think I look that old now. I think like I
No.
actually have kind of aged in reverse a little bit because now people
Okay,
just
Benjamin
assume,
Button.
okay, Benjamin Button vibes. Now people just assume I'm young because I'm
Benjamin
short.
Bottom.
New drag name for the third time this month.
Wait, that's kind of fierce.
Benjamin Bottom. Oh,
Keep
okay,
it in the back of
well,
your mind.
I'll keep it in the back of my mind in case I ever need to switch it up again. But I just like I I think people think that I am younger now. I cannot express to you guys for the viewers, maybe I'll put in a photo. I looked like I was
Mhm.
25 when I was in middle school, and that was fucking weird.
Yeah, I
I
I can
felt
imagine.
you feel like once again, this age, horrible, horrible, horrible. Being a girl at this age, horrible,
Horrible.
horrible, horrible. The girls who already were developed and looked like adults and kind of existed in the world as adults when you're 13, I know that that's like not at all the fucking point of this or this music video, but I could not stop thinking about that because that was
Yes.
my experience. And I was like, Jesus Christ, it just keeps getting worse and worse. I do feel really bad for her, but I mean, it's a fucking bad music video.
It's such a bad music video, but we were all making bad shit. Nothing that we made at
Oh
13
my God.
holds up. And I think it is related because I would have guessed watching that music video, she's 17 minimum. Like I would
Right.
have looked at that video and been like, that's a 17-year-old. And now, like the way that I would comment on a like 17-year-old doing a cringy like music video, very different than the way I would at a 13-year-old doing a music video because
Yeah.
they get a little more nuanced. They also like a 17-year-old's gonna look at that video and be like, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna be like, this is my music video. The people I think were reading her as older and
I think so too.
trying to address the music video like that. If
That's a kid, mama. That's a
it,
kid.
by the way, if I see a kid like 14 or under doing anything cringy online, I scroll, I go away, I go,
Not
hey,
my business.
I'm not, that's not a space for Bertrude.
Nope, not my business.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I still can't wrap my head around it. And I think it was even crazier at the time because it was really one of the first big like cringe, let's all laugh at this person.
Yes,
I
yes.
I know there were other big like viral videos, but I don't think anyone was like the butt of a joke that big.
No, that was bad. Like it, and I will say though, the cultural impact lives on. Like my
Oh,
mother teaches fourth grade. She
mhm.
still every Friday plays that song in the morning. Every Friday. Those
That's
children were not
crazy.
alive when
No.
the
Ah!
song came out.
I don't like that.
They sing it every Friday. These
Oh.
children were not alive.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
that weird to not be alive when Friday came out?
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew. Nasty.
Ew, that's gnarly.
I had the music video on my or not the music video, but the song on my MP3 player.
Oh, of course you did.
And I would regularly listen to it. And I think it was less about like I enjoy the song. It was more about like the what is going on here?
Yeah.
And her voice, holy shit, has developed. Because
Yes, it
again,
has.
this is a music video you make at 13 thinking it's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Soft palate is not up, vowels are not rounded. We are in the nose for the entire time.
That diaphragm's on the floor, mama.
Oh, that diaphragm's still in Thursday. Like
It's
the
Thursday. Thursday.
left my diaphragm in Thursday. Like the actual singing performance is the last thing you're going to criticize in this song, but
Mm-hmm.
it certainly did her no help. It certainly did not help.
Mm-hmm.
She has found her sound now. Granted, I don't think there's a lot of vocals involved in it, but she has found her musical voice much more than she did obviously in this weird song written by some random motherfucker in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
But like okay, I'm going to take a page out of your book and similar to I Love You Jesus, I'm going to read you some of the lyrics
Please do.
and we're going to sit with them.
Yeah.
So oh gosh, I'm trying to find the best one to start with. I don't want to do we all know the lyrics to this fucking song. I don't want to take us
Yeah.
through the whole thing. But let's start with the beginning. I mean, this is I would say not one of the best songs of our generation, easily one of the most iconic songs of our
Pretty
generation.
close. Pretty close.
Yeah. We are coming in hot. This is you're showing this to your kids and this is what they're going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? 7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta be fresh. Gotta go downstairs. Gotta have my bowl. Same. Gotta have cereal. Oh. Seeing everything. The time is going. Ticking on and on. Everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop. Gotta catch my bus. I see my friends. And then she's kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. She gotta make her mind up. Which seat can I take? It's
It's literally just okay. we got to write this fucking song for this fucking kid. Not even that, because it was pre-chosen.
For
We got to
some
write
fucking
four
kid.
songs. We got to write 4 songs by the end of the night. Okay, let's just
Right.
do what happens on a Friday. 7 a.m. wake up in the morning. Okay,
He's like,
brush
what
it
does my
downstairs.
daughter do when she gets ready for school? Okay, we wake
Right.
her up 7 a.m. We're waking up in the morning. She goes downstairs. She has cereal. She has to have her bowl. She has to have cereal. Like,
Yep.
it's hot on the
Bus
tail.
stop.
Bus
Club.
stop.
Another club.
Bus stop. I see my friends. Front seat, back seat, kicking.
Gotta make my
Friday.
mind up. Wait, also, also the like, speaking of clubs, the implication of like, oh yeah, it's Friday, we're getting it, we're going at 13 years old, you're going to a house party. I know I didn't have a normal like middle school experience, but I don't think that's what
No, you have
I
to
don't
tell a trusted adult about that.
yeah, like I think the only things I was doing on a Friday night in middle school was watching videos, probably watching this music video on
Mm-hmm.
my family computer or watching a movie with my family or
Right.
maybe having a sleepover.
Right. I was allowed to take the bus at 13, and that's about it. Like,
Yeah, we didn't have a bus.
yeah, no, you had nothing. And I mean, my bus was 2 mile walk to the bus station. It came once every 2.5 hours
Yeah,
and stopped in about 3 spots. And that was
right.
about it.
Right.
And that was the closest I could get to like kicking in the front seat and sitting in the
Yeah.
back seat. And I could only take it to tennis practice and my job at the Children's Museum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's continue with the lyrical dive.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want I want to walk us
Please.
I want to walk us through the bridge. Do you remember the bridge?
Um, yesterday was
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes.
Today it is Friday. We so excited. We so excited.
We gonna have a ball
A
today.
ball today.
Tomorrow is Sunday, or tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday comes afterwards.
Afterward.
I don't want this weekend to end.
Yeah. And then the random rap. I
Who is that
forgot
man?
about the rap. Someone they hired or someone who works there, they just put him in
Yep.
to every song because they go, you know what? Every song needs a rap break for
In
sure.
2011, it did. It
And
did.
it did. It
In
did.
2011, yeah,
At
it
least they were
absolutely
being
did.
accurate. At least they were being biblically accurate to what songs were.
Biblically accurate white woman song of 2011 has a random rap
Exactly.
verse. Yeah,
Random rap verse. Yeah.
yeah. I'm thinking of a lot
Yeah.
right now. Let's pretend that airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars.
Oh God.
I could not find that man's name anywhere.
Well, because it's like once again, they're just making this
Yeah.
thing. He doesn't exist in this world, in
No.
this realm. It's just the company and then her.
Right.
That's
Like he shot that 3 years ago. You know, like I don't
Yeah.
that there was no connection between that. And I think he was an adult when it came out and he said, I would very much like to be excluded from this.
I would very much like to not be in this at all.
Can't blame him.
It makes more sense though, now that I have more backstory about the setup of all this, it makes more sense why he was there. I think it would make less sense if it was like, this is Rebecca Black who's trying to make it as a star. And now we gave her a recording contract
Right.
and now she has a song. And now we're doing like that to me would be like, why did you put this random man in here?
Right. It very much gives, okay, maybe this is a very specific experience, but do you have like the aunt or the cousin or the whatever that doesn't send you a card on your birthday? They email you like a video where it's very clear, like the entirety of the video, except for one name, has been shot. And then they just, every person, they like interject a name.
No.
It's just a very clear, like generic shot of like some guy who was famous 30 years ago. And then it like randomly cuts really close to his face and he says your name and then it cuts away and it's the music video everyone else gets. That's what this whole thing gives. And if you've received one of these videos, you know what's up. But it doesn't feel, it feels like what it is. I think the context helped. But if people talking about it in the comments still to this day, being like, wow, she was no one and she made this video. I was reading comments and I was like, is she, it sounds like she had rich parents. Congrats.
Congrats.
If I had to do some critical thinking and draw some conclusions from reading this, she had rich parents and they gave her this as like a gift. Awesome.
Yeah. It's just like a really expensive birthday gift.
Right. You're not going to get her a car because she can't drive at 13, contrary to
No.
what her friends in the front seat are doing.
Right?
The friend who got chosen to drive probably felt so cool.
Oh,
Probably felt so
definitely.
cool.
Like, oh yeah, I drive. No, I
Okay.
drive. Sure, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I drive.
I drive. Other thing we need to talk about 2011 night out dances.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dresses that she is wearing,
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
horrendous. And I like that was a thing up until like honestly, like right before I started high school. Like my sister's homecoming outfits are in the same outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to ask her if I can find one. I'm gonna put one in here. But
Yeah.
the costumes are not good. Rebecca Black is uncomfortable. The whole thing isn't good, and we all know this. We've all seen the video.
Yeah. God. It really makes you think though, because yesterday was Thursday, and today it is Friday.
And we so excited to be here with you on Friday. And if you're not listening to it the day it comes out, fuck you. Knowing for a fact that my dad only
It's
listens to it when he's
Friday.
driving like a week later.
Oh, not you, Scooter.
Not you, never you, Scooter. Everyone else
Never
get
you.
fucked.
Not never you. Never you. Never you.
God damn.
Well, remix.
Remix.
I want to. Okay, you go because I'm sure you're going to provide more context for this remix. I have never seen it, and I was
This was
like,
your first? This was your
yeah, I
Friday
hadn't
remix
seen it.
Cherry Poppin'?
I had not seen it. Yeah, no.
Oh my god. Okay, well, my lore with it is not much better.
Okay.
Um, for those who don't know, on February 10th, 2021, 10 years after the release of the original music video, Rebecca Black released a remix of Friday. Absolutely, as you should, get that bag, capitalize on people being shitty to you. By the way, anything she does, I'm like, it's justified. Whatever you
Oh yeah.
endured at 13, like, I don't, like, she could scream at a fan. She could be like pretentious. Now it'd be like, we owe her. Everyone
Yeah,
shut
we owe
up.
her this one.
We owe her. Everyone sit down, shut up. We crucified that bitch at 13.
Yeah.
The music video, okay, it is Friday Remix featuring 303, Big Frida, Dory and Electra, I Hardly Noah. My ex and I had wildly different tastes in music, like could not be more different. This came out and I found it in his taste of music. Genuinely, one time I played a jar of marbles getting thrown down a marble staircase, and he listened like he was trying to figure out the song. He said he thought he knew what it was. He loved hyperpop. And this song was truly where I was like, I guess I can fuck with this. Here,
Yeah.
let's listen to the fucking hyperpop remix of Friday.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I can't do that kind of music. Loud noises, high pitched noises, heavy bass, like songs that move too fast
Yeah.
are my kryptonite. They shut me down. It is like not a neurotypical way to shut down, and I cannot do it. I am like
Yeah.
fried, but I think we can both respect the hustle of
Oh yeah, I
what
respect
this
it. I think
is.
she's like a DJ now too. Like she's
She
kind of
is. She did a Boiler Room set in 2024, and I think it might not have been Boiler Room, but she did a different set beforehand where people were like, "Oh wait, she has like this. She has a strong musical talent," and that's what I mean by
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
she found her voice. Hyperpop is not for me, but Rebecca Black seems to do it well based on the
Yeah.
people who like hyperpop.
She can get it.
Yeah, and what I love about this is the music video is just like a camp fucking revamp of the original, but it's like a flying car. It's
Yeah.
and the longest ponytail you've ever seen.
Longest. So long.
It's crazy. So you hadn't seen it before, heard it before.
No.
What was your walk me through it, girl?
Okay. I will say this is my main thing. I almost liked it. I almost liked it. It wasn't quite there for me. I thought that there was a lot of potential and I was really excited for it to be very fierce. And it was, but maybe not in all the ways I wanted it to be. So for that reason, I have to give it a I'm gonna say I'll give it 3 out of 5 Fridays.
Okay. Okay. 3 out of 5 Fridays. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would give it about the same, I think, because again, hyperpop is automatically not for me. But if I were to like factor that in, I'd put it on a playlist with Aisha Erotica. Like
Yeah.
it's in the
Yeah.
realm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I would have
I don't
wanted
like the
more
high
of,
pitch. I don't like the high pitch.
I would have loved to see more of like Charlie XCX, like a brat serve. And I
Yes.
think this was much more like a 100 gex, like an Aisha Erotica serve. And that's just,
Yes. And I don't like that.
yeah, that's just not my type of serve. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can not do my type of serve and still serve like
Right.
Serena
You can
Williams.
still serve.
Yes. A service is not isolated by my perceptions.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
Happy Pride Month.
And on that note, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, faggot.
Hi, gay.
Hi, gay. Oh my God. Have you
Yeah.
seen Meg Stalter getting her flowers? Total side note. But speaking of Pride Month,
Ugh. I'm so happy for her. I love her so much.
she did so good on Hacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need to finish.
where are you at? Sorry.
I'm still on season 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Friends, this has to go in. Caitlin Hall, Jadalyn Hall, has only watched like a season and a half of Hacks and is out here speaking on queer culture.
I love it. I'm watching it slowly. I'm taking it all in. I'm really just like relishing in it.
Okay, well,
sit on
next
that.
week we're book clubbing the season finale of Hacks for season 4, so catch up. It's not even my week.
Season 4?
Girl, they just dropped season 4. They're renewed for season 5. That's why I'm like shocked.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'm behind. I'm really behind.
Yeah, you gotta catch up.
I'll get with it.
Oh my God. Okay, but since the Friday remix, I feel like she's really stepped into the limelight. She's had her moment. She's done her thing. And she's queer.
She's here and she's queer.
And it's fucking Friday, mama.
Yesterday was Thursday, bitch.
Parade's on Saturday, faggot.
And Sunday comes afterwards.
Go to church. You fucking need Jesus. We've lost. And this is how we know we're 75% of the way through the episode because we fucking lost it. No, I want you.
Okay.
I know that Rebecca Black, I want you.
Yeah. No, I know.
I know.
Trust me, I know.
We've been there. We tried.
We've
been necking in the Abbey and it went nowhere. I know that Rebecca Black is gay or queer. That's about where it ends with me, but I'm hoping you got your fingers either more on the pulse or in the puss. If you could give it to me, that would be great.
Yeah. I don't. I don't have anything about her. I know, like I've seen a couple music videos. She had one that had a pie in it.
Okay.
And I did see that one. And that is about it. I'm gonna be honest. I really know nothing else.
Tell me about Rebecca Black and queer culture. She had a music video with a pie in it.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I hope that's okay with y'all.
She's fierce as hell now. She got the look. She found the look. She found the energy. She found the walk. I don't think I would hang out with her if I ran into her, but she seems to be owning it.
She's gorgeous. She's killing it. Yeah. No, all respect. Yeah, all respect.
No, it's not.
And some respect. Absolutely a little bit of respect.
Absolutely some of the deserved respect.
Absolutely a teeny tiny bit of respect.
I just want to give her 100% of like a small section of her flowers after they've been sent through a wood chipper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, great. I'm glad you're gay, Rebecca Black. Want to
do marketable traits?
For marketable traits, if you guys want to send us yours, we take your red flags, you tell us your red flags, and we offer unsolicited advice that you do not have to take. But more importantly, we are going to rework this in a way that highlights the strengths of the red flags.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to help you hide your true self.
Exactly. So today's marketable trader says, I was a tampon flusher for the first half of my life.
You're
I know I'm
not
going to have
supposed
more
to do
thoughts on
that.
this. Maybe we
And that is the thought I have. You're not supposed to do that.
will. I'm going to say right off the bat, I know I've said this before and I'll say it again, resourceful. Resourceful.
Resourceful.
Resourceful. I think something marketable about this trait is that you don't care whose pipes you got to clog. You're going to do what you need to do.
Is going to get done.
It's going to get done. You get the job done.
Giver. I okay, I think one, this is not a critique on the red flag, and this is not a new take at all. Tampons should be flushable. We live in the
They should
21st
be.
century. Sensory?
Yeah, we do.
I have 21 senses. I've
Yeah, you know
evolved.
you do.
I I don't know how we haven't like developed flushable tampons yet,
I
because
agree.
what the hell? But if you are going to flush your tampons, again, it says like, I want you in charge of evidence disposal. If I'm a corrupt
Mm.
politician,
Mm-hmm.
who's getting on evidence disposal duty? This traitor right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Who,
absolutely.
who's flushing
You
my
know how to
files?
get rid of that blood.
Yes, exactly. Blood gone. You don't even need bleach.
Gone.
You just flushed it down the toilet.
You flush it on the toilet, and who's gonna find it down there? The rats?
The crocodile that's in
The
every movie in the
crocodile?
sewers. I used to think
Yeah.
that was true. I used to think there was a crocodile in every sewer. But hey,
Oh.
crocodiles are carnivores.
R.
Ar. Carnivores are seals. Alligators are carnivores. Whatever the fuck I
Uh-huh.
was trying to say. They need that. They need a low blood. You know what? Like
Yeah.
that
Iron.
alligator and Edward Cullen are the two people that you're gonna please with a used tamp. You might as well send it their
Exactly.
way.
Iron, baby. Um, Something else I think I'll say is that I think the fact that you have said you were for the first half of your life, assuming you're not anymore, is that you were definitely
Now
kind
they
of
just
because
throw them at people.
exactly. Um, because a lot of people didn't know this. I've had to
Mm-hmm.
teach quite a few people in my life that you're not supposed to flush them or it will clog your toilets.
I've had to teach one, which is crazy, by the way.
That's crazy. But what this kind of tells me about you is that you used to follow the crowd and now you do what's right.
You're a leader.
You're a leader. You're a leader.
That's so true. I didn't even think about like the ability to receive and adapt to new information, because that's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely what they're doing here. Oh, good for them.
Good
Take
for them.
take it, mama. Get that info. I
Yeah.
it is a harder one to justify, just because like it's not, you're impacting like infrastructure, I guess, like
Yeah.
plumbing, which who cares, but also like,
Take down
there's
big plumbing.
take
Like,
fuck big plumbing.
fuck big plumbing.
I'm trying to think of
Honestly.
a big plumbing company. I can't think of one. Probably one
That
named
one.
Plumbers.
Big
Fuck you.
plumbers.
Fuck you, big plumbers.
Fuck you, big plumbers.
Yeah,
Get out of
put
my fucking plums. I
that
mean,
up your
whoa,
crack and
whoa,
fuck
whoa,
it.
whoa.
Whoa.
Pipes.
Well,
Well,
that has been fucking Friday, fucking
mhm.
Friday remix,
Yep.
fucking Kung Fu Rabbit, fucking flushing
Absolutely.
tampons.
Absolutely.
The what's Trinity for four? The
The
quatrini.
the quadrony.
God damn.
Well,
Well, be sure
well,
to follow us wherever you want to follow us. We post updates, what we're covering, things like that on Instagram and TikTok at Bimbo Book Club Pod. We are on Spotify or YouTube, whichever one you're not listening on. We're on the other one. And you can go to either the link in the video description or just to our Instagram page and get the link to Marketable Traits and submit yours. Tell us,
beautiful.
DM us case suggestions, whatever you want. And then be sure to like us, subscribe us, rate us,
Hit that
do all the
bell.
whatever makes us look good wherever you're listening. Please do it. We do
Please
look
do
good.
it. We look great, actually. So, anyway.
Yes. And I want to say goodbye to Rebecca Black
Mm-hmm.
and kisses to my little baby fishies.
Bye,
Bye. I know you did that as a one-off bit. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny.
It's really funny.